So we've had a few members over the last couple months ask about this little dress rock that I did last year, and sadly it was in my old Facebook account, and when I converted over to a new Facebook account it was lost. So I'm going to just do some fast ones, nothing fancy today. I tried to do some progressive work so it wouldn't take too long. And I have to tell you, like, I completely forgot how to do them. If you want to see some beautiful ones, Angie did some beautiful dress ones. Her writing was gorgeous around the edges, and she did an amazing job on the rocks. I've seen some really beautiful ones since I did these sloppy ones. I'm not a great artist, and I'm not a trained artist, but I have ideas. That's kind of who I am. So basically, what I did is I just used some chalk paint for the base. For the black one, I just used some black paint that you can buy at, Walmart for 50 cents. And then on the red dress, I used a Tuscan red, followed by a little bit of the Deco Art Tuscan red. Look at the difference in those colors. Isn't that crazy? And that just gives a little bit of depth in the dress. And then I went back and used some white chalk for the top portion. And then for this one, I just did black. And then I used for the hangers, I did the Tule art or Artuli, whichever ones you have on hand. I don't know if the new marking has come out yet. And then I also used this gold gel pen by Uniball. Just some basic brushes, nothing big. I've got some water. I have a towel here if I make a mistake. I'm going to do glitter on the top of this one. And then I love to work with shift paint. I'm a big fan of shift paint and glitter. Some people aren't. I love it. So anyway, what I'm going to do is just show you really quickly how to do the hanger. I'm hoping that I am in the shot here. This is the hardest part, is making sure that I'm doing stuff where you can see it. So for the hanger, you're just gonna start at the top and just go down and across, and then across like that. Nothing fancy. For the bow, you're just gonna make a couple lines like that to do the bow. Again, nothing fancy. And that will bring you down into the dress body. And from here, you just kind of go in and do a heart shape for the upper portion of the body. And don't worry if this isn't even, because when you fill it in, you can clean it all up. I think the biggest problem that people have with being an artist or trying to be an artist is I think it probably stems back to your childhood, and somebody was critical of you. And I am so sorry that somebody was critical of you, because you are amazing. So a lot of my friends, and it's not just in art, I see it carry over in other things. If something goes wrong with it, they say, oh, forget it, I quit, I messed it up. And they don't feel that they can go in and correct it or learn from the mistake. And that's incredibly sad. So don't let that get to you. So we're going to go over to this one here that I had already drawn out a little bit, and I'm just going to show you that you're just going to fill it in with black. And this is just plain black. These are like 50 cents a piece at Walmart. And I won't be finishing this one today because I have others up here that are further along, but just showing you that with this particular style dress, I'm just kind of dragging it down. That will give you opportunity to go in later, and I'm not up high enough, and add stuff like glitter to give a little bit more depth and layering to the dress. And these dresses are just wonderful for ballet recitals, great takeaways for a bridal shower. There's so many different opportunities with these wonderful little dresses. A luncheon, just everything. tons of possibilities. So anyway, I'm gonna set this one aside to dry. And then this one should be pretty much dry. So with this one, I'm gonna go in with Shift Paint. And I love Shift Paint. I'm a big fan of Shift Paint. And I'm gonna go ahead and just use the same brush. And I'm just gonna go in and add some Shift Paint to it. And this will just make it really light up, especially once it's resined. I'm a big fan of resining my rocks. Of course, you can just spray them too. If you are just starting out, do not get caught up in spending a ton of money. You don't need to. Just start painting and learning. So that's all I'm gonna do with this one here, and then I'll let this dry. And I don't know if you can see or not. Let me try to turn on the additional light here. So you see how compared to this one is black, and then this one has a shimmer paint. You see the difference? How there's just more gold metallic in this one. So I'm gonna set that one aside to dry. And then for this one, I thought we would go in and do something a little bit different. This is glitterific, and it is thick, thick, thick. It can be difficult to use on different things. A lot of people don't like it. And I have a love-hate relationship with it. However, I do think that I can probably take some of this here and put it up here on the top of her dress, and just squish it around. And later, when it's resined, it will look pretty. And I might have to do a couple layers of this to get the right look. But that's what I'm going to do with this one, is I'm just going to give her a little sequence top, because this gal is a little outgoing. She's the life of the party, and she likes to be noticed. So we're just going to give her a little glitter on top. And then I'm going to take the red shift, and I'm going to give her some streaks down below. And maybe I'll use this finer tipped one, and I'm just gonna drag them up. And again, you're not really worrying about how it looks or where it goes. At least I don't. I am blessed with just enjoying the moment when I paint, and knowing that if there is a mistake later and I let it dry and come back and look at it, then I can make changes to it. But I think it's going to be just fine. So that's kind of where we're at with this one. So I'm going to set this one aside. Now let's see. This one that's black is almost dry, not yet, but it's close to dry. So I'm going to show you, even though it's still wet and I'm being naughty, I'm going to show you anyway. So I'm going to take this Shift Paint here that's more of a blue purple, and I'm just going to go in and drag it into her skirt portion, and just add some color in that skirt portion of hers. And then later, if I want to go back in when this dries and add a little belt or something else to the top, I can do that. Okay, so that one's done. With the Shift Paints, you pretty much always want to put a color underneath just to make it really pop. So that was about 10 minutes on that video, and this is what we did in 10 minutes, pretty much. So hopefully that helped you out. If you have any questions, please let me know. This will be loaded in the tutorial. So just jump in, and hopefully I'll try to tag Angie on the tutorial and she can post hers because hers are so much nicer than mine. I am also the type of artist, if somebody does a better job, I rejoice in that. It does not bother me one bit. So anyway, I hope that's helpful, and I hope you go out and spread some of these in your community or for your granddaughters or whatever the case may be. Just get out there and make a difference. Thanks so much, guys.